17020122 study program mathematics. Okay, next. In the first slide, I want to explain about the difference between developed and developed countries. There are differences between developed and there are differences between developed and undeveloped countries. Developed countries develop competitive strategies for technological advantage they have. They are forced to master technology because of their low natural resources. Second, the basis of economical development in developed countries is the knowledge base. So they try to find partners with abundant natural resources because knowledge is low. Entrepreneurship. I want to explain about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a person who is economically capable to provide added value to the community's resources, so as to create prosperity for himself. Okay, this is a technopreneurship. Technopreneurship is a skill that is based on the education and training that he gets in college or an independent experiment. They use the technology as a key element in developing successful products, not just networking building and developing market selection. Next, technopreneur personality. Someone who has a high at age usually prefers work situation that they know whether to experience improvement or progress or not, because for them money is not the goal. So technopreneur personality, money is not the goal. With MS Seram, he tells those who have high age as follows. Number one is prefer jobs with reduced risk. The second, work harder on tasks that require mental abilities. Number three, not to work actively in exchange for money, wanting to work in situations where personal achievement can be obtained. Fourth, show better performance in conditions that provide clear and positive feedback. The last, tend to think for the future and have thought for a long time. The size of an age can show how person's entrepreneurial spirit, the greater or higher a person value, the greater potential talent to become a successful entrepreneur. Okay, next, formation characteristics of technopreneur. Spirit and character of technopreneur are formed by three main components, namely intrapersonal, interpersonal, and extrapersonal. Interpersonal are components of the soft skill factor, while extrapersonal is related to the ability to be able to empower both components of the soft skills to be able to be implemented for extensive its impact. We will look at Indonesia and other countries. If there are people who say that Singapore is the most advanced country in mastering technology and improving the quality of life of its inhabitants in Southeast Asia, I think not many people doubt that statement. The country with an area of more than 100 of the island of Java is so eager and very fast to position itself as a country that is able to rise, advance, and develop into a giant world not constrained by its small area and full natural resources. Okay. Singapore's export-oriented economy has support to manufacturing and financial sectors to make over their role of overcoming the limitation of the area and natural world. Singapore's ports are among the busiest ports in the world. If we do a simple survey of students in our first class by asking the questions, we will later be graded aspiring to become a civil servant. So I want to ask all of you here, who will later be graded aspiring to become a civil servant? How much students here want to be a civil servant? No? Not one?
No.
Well, so all students here want to be entrepreneurs. If you want to come to entrepreneurial, please applause for you.
Thank you.
Okay, next. I bet all of you want to later aspire to become a private employee. This is how I have two options. If you want to become a civil servant or become a private employee. No? Not one? Okay, not one. Next. Then it could be that more students in the class will raise their hands as a saying that they really aspire to become employees both in government agencies and in private sector. So I hope choose the second option because you will be success in your future. Okay, the next. Developing technopreneurial-oriented education is an absolute prerequisite for creating national competitiveness. Technopreneurial education is part of improving tertiary education qualifications as per the 2003 till 2010. Here, higher education long-term strategy. Concept with three triangles of strategic objective, namely autonomy and organizationality to improve competitiveness. Autonomy is the ability of university to be independent in supporting their activities. So entrepreneurship is important for universities because it can support us to have activities ourselves. If a university is demanded to be independent, then its graduates should be the output of an independent institution, must also be able to be independent. The rights for autonomy, both for institutions and graded output, is to develop technopreneurial education. So are you ready to develop entrepreneurial?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes. Ready.
Okay, good. Next, technopreneurial-oriented education is very appropriate to be developed in university higher, considering that technopreneurial is different for entrepreneur who can develop in courses. So in the first slide, you can look at difference for entrepreneur and technopreneur. So now I want to ask you, you choose entrepreneur or technopreneur? You are a university student, so what's your choosing? Entrepreneur or technopreneur?
According to me,
yes.
I like the technopreneur.
Technopreneur, okay, good, because you are a university student, so you must choose the technopreneur. Okay, next, you can look at technopreneur amount, entrepreneur plus technology. So if you choose the technopreneur, you can have the entrepreneur and technology. And the second is about commercial business, amount discovery plus market finance. Okay, next. This is about design improvement. Design innovation will produce better characteristics and performance, and the quality and reliability will progress so that it has a competitive advantage. Okay, next. The second is cheaper price. The ability to produce more competitive but still bring the desired profit, depends on our advantage in the field of production, distribution, and or sales. This advantage will include the cost of material, labor, transportation, tax facilities, as well as tariff protection from the government, especially for imported goods. Okay, that's all my presentation, and thanks for your good attention.